On guys, this is Haws with Express Gaming, and I'm here with AOD and Racker, also with Express Gaming. What's up, guys?
Hello.
What's cracking?
We're just gonna start doing this podcast, hopefully bi-weekly or whatever. We'll discuss how often we're gonna be doing this, as well as coming out with our videos and whatnot. The podcasts are basically going to be talking about what games that we're dealing with right now and what games that are coming up, what games we're looking forward to, what games that, we're playing, and all that kind of stuff. We're going to joke, laugh, cry, hopefully have a drinking game. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
Hey, I'm going to go first because I'm more important. This is AOD, also known as Vin Diesel, and I am not gay, for the record. And I play FPS games because I'm the only one that can afford a computer that can handle it.
It's okay.
Yep.
Well, my name is Wrecker, and I don't play FPS games because I'm poor and I can't afford a computer. But I play League of Legends and Minecraft.
I'd just like to point out that he's only poor because he's black.
Yes. No, don't bring that up.
It's got to come up.
He is not totally black, all right? If anything,
well, he's half black, so at least... the half side is overtaking his money. So.
I'm looking at both your pictures right now, and honestly, Haws, you look darker, so let's just move on.
Yeah. Well, I'm Arab, so if anything, I have, fucking Arab money. Have you ever heard that song?
All right. You know what? Enough about racial stuff. I'm going to start getting hurt over here, all right?
You're white.
Mr. fucking...
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm very sensitive when it comes to other races.
Because you're white?
Because I love you guys. So, Haws, what kind of games are you playing right now? Tell me about it, because I don't know a damn thing about those kind of games.
So, I'm going to talk about a game, and it's going to hurt me, and it's going to hurt us all. I know that.
Go ahead.
I'm going to start talking about WoW, World of Warcraft, crack, heroin, cocaine, that game. The game that is literally going to the shitter and now is being overtaken by pandas.
Yeah.
So, recently we just got a new announcement that Pandaria is coming out, or Mists of Pandaria is coming out.
Yes, the Mist.
The Mist of
I didn't even
Pandaria.
play the game, I know more than you. What the heck?
Thank you.
So that was for real? I thought that was a joke.
No, it was for real.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, so Mists of Pandaria coming out, and, so that's exciting. We get to play as pandas. Basically, there's
and monks.
And monks. There's no main boss now. Raids are super easy to get into.
Wait, there's no main boss?
There's no main boss. No, it's not like Lich King or anything like that. It's literally just, hey, here's the world. Now you're gonna fight in it, which can be
you know
cool.
what? I'd also like to correct you on something. You said we get to do so. There will be no we, because you'll be the only one playing that.
Yep.
I bought the season ticket for Diablo. Yeah. So I get access into the beta. I'm gonna play the beta, and then I'm gonna there's a 100% chance here. I'm gonna play the beta, and then I'm gonna realize how shitty of a game WoW is, and I'm gonna just stop.
I mean,
I thought we already realized that together.
No matter how much shit we talk about the game,
again.
No matter how much shit we talk, we all have to remember that we all played this game together for fucking years. WoW was our fucking... That's how we all met. We all played fucking WoW, and we all played it for a long time. And we were badass raiders when the game was good, and the game was awesome, and it was cool to be cool in the game, but now it's fucking meant for fucking kids that don't know how to push
badass raiders.
Badass raiders. Okay, we go into a raid. We join a guild. We raid with them, and they're like, "Wow, you guys are really good." And we were always in the main raids doing important shit.
Yes, but Haws was the only one who actually did something worth mentioning.
Well, fuck you. All right.
What, in terms of raid progress?
We were all main tanks. Okay, we were all tanks.
The fact that I was in a top 100 US guild. The fact that I was one of the
greatest paladin, though.
Paladins in the world. Oh.
You could press your button the fastest.
I'd like to point out really quick that we have played a fucking lot together. And the entire time I was usually the guild leader for the guilds. I was either guild leader or main raid leader. It was great leading the raids in WoW, and that's what brought me to WoW. That's what made me keep playing, is raid leading. And you know what? It was really fun with you guys especially. So that
you're
was
damn
great.
right it was. All right,
Damn
so
straight.
WoW was good. Now there's pandas and fucking koala bears and shit,
Now there's pandas and koala bears.
and everything's easy.
Like, they were in the lore. Like, I'm not going to deny that. They were in the lore before. Like, what the hell is that race? The pandas. I can't remember what they're actually called.
Fucking pandas.
Fucking pandas. The pandas, you know, were in the lore before as just like this peaceful race, whatever. I think they were back in the Warcraft lore. I don't think they were actually in Warcraft though. Like, I don't remember them there, and I never actually played the games. But my buddy didn't mention them, so I have no idea. But either way, they are in the lore. They're there. They're written down. But to make an entire expansion for it,
Seems silly.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
that
like-
should be like an overnight unreleased patch notes patch where
Yes.
they just kind of do it, and everyone's like, well,
And
okay.
where the fuck is the Emerald Dream? Where
Yeah,
the
you
fuck
know
is
what?
the follow-up to Sargeras?
That is the one glitch I could never get to the Emerald Dream. That's the only thing I couldn't do.
Oh,
Does it make you feel like a
we got
failure?
to GM
Yeah,
Island though. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I got the GM Island, and that's on my fucking other channel, and I'm never gonna delete it, ever.
For sure.
Man, but Racker, I do feel like a failure. It actually makes me want to reactivate my account and try to get there.
No, I'm just joking. You're a winner.
You know, maybe let me just go
No,
check
let's
my
do
battle.
it, dude. Let's
Let's-
go
let's-
and get into the Emerald
No.
Dream.
No.
Whatever. Okay.
Can we actually repost that GM Island video
Yeah.
onto?
Absolutely.
You have it
Yeah. You can
That's
just.
awesome.
Yeah, it's on my YouTube account.
So,
you can just add
right
that video.
now at this second. I'm gonna put a link to the YouTube video.
Wait, hold on.
GM Island. What?
Okay, AOD. So you can just add a video from your channel to our channel
Yeah.
without uploading it?
Yeah. You can showcase it.
Wow. So when me and Haws were having a discussion and I was right, he was wrong. Thank you. Thank you.
What
well,
discussion?
I don't know how, but
we
I know
can
you.
showcase it, but it doesn't count as our.
No, it doesn't count as our video.
Well, then never mind.
Okay.
Whoa, nerd rage. A little bit of
Fuck
nerd
you.
rage there.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you mad, bro?
okay, so let's get back on topic. So yeah, we have pandas now, and you know the Emerald Dream is not happening yet. Apparently, Chris Metzen is saying that it's going to happen, but it's not happening. You know, even down when it got announced, like I was watching the live stream, and you know, Chris Metzen walked on stage and said, you know, it's time to announce your new Warcraft expansion, right? Literally, without even missing a beat, all you hear is Emerald Dream. Some guy in the stadium, right? Right,
Yep.
and he's like Emerald Dream, just you know, shouting out, and that's exactly what I expected to be announced. Then Chris Metzen says something like, "All in good time, my friend." I literally died a little bit on the inside when he said that. It crushed me. Just was not fun. So that was kind of shitty. After that, you know, we fucking dealt with learning that pandas are going to be in the game, which, you know, is amazing. Not.
Yeah.
So that's fucking amazing. You know, like we look at Sargeras, right? For example, like Kill Jaden. All right, backtrack to Burning Crusade. So we have Burning Crusade. We went.
My favorite.
I know the best
love
expansion,
that.
in my opinion, the best expansion. We're in Burning Crusade, right? We kill Illidan. We're in, you know, the Outlands. We're in another, you know, dimension. We're not in Azeroth anymore. And we're like borderline trying to fight off what's coming out of the Nether, right? These are all demons from the Nether. We don't go into the Nether to hit them where they live. We don't do any of that. But we, you know, fend them off, whatever. Then we fight Sargeras or Kill Jaden. Kill Jaden is Sargeras' lieutenant. Sargeras is this big evil titan that, you know, is corrupted and wants to kill everything. So we kill Jaden, or send him back into the Sunwell, and then that's it. We just go fight the Lich King. What about Sargeras? What about Kill Jaden that is technically still alive? He just got sucked into the Sunwell. Like, where's the follow up to that? Like 2 expansions later, you're gonna honestly expect us just to forget about all that? Like, all the old players from BC are, not gonna stay interested with the story that they're trying to tell us.
They just keep switching it to make the game more interesting to people that don't know what's going on.
Yep.
That's definitely what it seems like.
In BC, gear until the end actually mattered, and that's the biggest thing I enjoyed about it.
That's a great fucking segue into like the next thing that I was going to talk about is how easy raiding is compared to what it was before. Like raiding before in BC was actually difficult. I can't say Hyjal was difficult until Archimonde, but like before or after Archimonde, it was genuinely difficult. Like Terran Gorfreen was only hard because like 50% of the people in your raid were retards, and guaranteed one of those people would get picked to fight ghosts. That was the only difficult part about Terran Gorfreen. Other than that, every other fight was all execution. And then Sunwell is out, and that's, hard as shit. Nobody can, get through it other than a few select guilds. Like, that was actually really difficult. So that was great. And then right after, we look at Wrath of the Lich King.
They swing the major bat of nerfing all hard content. So
yeah,
everyone can experience it.
Exactly. Like, we got Nax. That was cool. Like, what'd you guys think of Nax?
Nax was cool. I liked it.
I liked it. I liked the layout. I liked the feel of it, the ambience, everything about it I enjoyed, except how it wasn't as hard as I had anticipated.
Do you remember how much we struggled at first in Nax, Riker?
Patchwork?
Yes.
Patchwork?
Yeah. Patchwork, yeah.
Patchwork?
Yeah.
How I would just all of a sudden die for no reason.
Patchwork.
Wipe.
Do you guys remember when we got to Malagos and suddenly my internet decided to totally fuck me over for a good like month? Mm-hmm. So we couldn't actually do Malagos because we had no raid leader.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Well, let's fast forward. Do you remember the raid? I don't even remember the name of the raid. That's how long it's been since I've raided in the game. In Kata, the one boss we were working on, the big fiery dragon fuck, when I accidentally clicked on the on the chain.
Oh, the worm. Fuck, what's his name? Okay, anyway, we all know who
we were about to kill him after like 2 weeks and hours of wipes. and I fucking
you
clicked the
wiped
last
us,
chain. Yeah.
And you wiped us at like 1%, you cocksucker.
No, I was not a clicker. Okay, I right-clicked. I right-clicked to turn my camera, and it just happened to be on the freaking.
I'm sure.
Whatever.
If you held your mouse a little bit longer, you wouldn't have actually activated them.
Whatever.
Just saying, bro.
Whatever. All right. Do you want to move on from WoW now? I'm starting to get upset.
Yeah, we can move on. Just
they got pandas. WoW. The game's getting easier.
Yeah, panda in the games. Fucking WoW's getting easier. All that junk. Anyway. Yeah, so that's
I have a question
I'm playing again.
Wow.
Surprise, surprise. And everyone else quit on me, so.
Yeah. What's your question?
Okay, the question is, now you know how back in Wrath, like as soon as you got to max level, you could just get epics that day? Mm-hmm. Like, how does that compare to now? Can you get like full epics in 2 days or what?
Personally, yes. Like for example, I have one of my managers at workplace. He cannot get full epics, mainly because he is retarded. He's a great guy. I love patting on his bald head, but he's retarded. So for the retards, it is difficult. For anyone with a remote amount of intelligence, you can get full epics in 2 days.
Yeah, that's totally doable.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the other game because I'm not talking about WoW for that long. Who wants to go? Wrecker AOD.
What's up? Let's talk about FPS.
Sweet.
Let's talk about goodness. From what you guys have seen from my 2 videos, if you even watched the single player one, what do you think of multiplayer Battlefield 3? Like, what do you think it's all about?
I played the beta, and personally I think it's about leveling up, getting new weapons, and ranking up. It's just kind of like a standard FPS. That's my impression from it. I didn't play it that much though.
Yeah, it's standard FPS. I definitely don't think it's like that. Like any other game I've played,
I agree with Andy.
Any other FPS game I've ever played, never been like this, because this game is so involved in what you do when you play that like you want to nerd rage if you happen to join a game, and then sometimes you can join a game while it's changing maps or right when the game ends, and if you see your team lost right as you join the server, you just get so pissed because that's in your stats. You know, you miss out on a ton of points, and it just looks so bad, and it just lowers your leveling process. But that's the other thing that makes this game so addictive, like WoW, is the leveling, because I want fucking everything. I'm working on another weapon right now, and I'm getting kind of pissed that I'm not playing right now, actually, now that I'm talking about it. But you know what else I like about it? Multiplayer, especially PC, because PC doesn't seem to have kids playing it as much as consoles. But no one ever talks in voice in multiplayer in that game. I love that.
Why do you love that?
Why do I love that? Because I hate when people.
Have you played Xbox Live?
Yeah, bro, and it's insane.
It's horrible.
I haven't played Battlefield in Xbox Live, but I've played like Black Ops and shit on Xbox Live, and it's insane the amount of people that talk shit.
I'd rather not. I always just shut off my mic and.
Yeah, that shit reminds me like Counter-Strike. I can't even play Counter-Strike anymore, because if you're sitting in a spot for like more than 10 seconds, your whole team and the other team is screaming at you for camping. You're like, quit camping, you fucking dude. Brr, brr, brr. They're all like freaking out over dumb shit. With Battlefield, it's cool because you can just run around, do your own thing, and no one's really going to bother you. And you can still help your team win, you know, if you're actually doing something. And that turns me on because I don't like people. So if I can roll around,
Vin Diesel is antisocial.
So look at my arms. I don't fucking need anybody.
So I got a question: is like, do you have like certain classes? Like, do I have to wait until like level 30 to be able to have a sniper, or can I get a sniper?
No. You can get a sniper right off the bat. There's I think it's three or four main classes. There's like
I think it's 4.
Yeah, there's like an attack class or a rush class, you could say. There's a support class. There's an engineer class. And each one of them, you have a set of 3 different weapons and utilities. Like if you were on your offensive, you can actually rename them. But if you're on your your offensive, you would say class. You know, you got your typical fucking Poonage assault rifle that shoots insanely fast. Then you have your secondary. And you can carry around like ammo packs, because believe it or not, you actually run out of ammo a lot in this game. If you get like 5 kills and don't die, you're pretty much almost out of ammo. And people can drop ammo packs around if they're the right class, and you can get ammo off your buddies. They also have health packs, so you can heal in multiplayer as well. So if you get down to like 20% health, you don't have to wait for your health to tick up and shit. If there's another guy running around with a support class, he can carry around health packs and heal people. And it's not just one person. The guy just throws the thing on the ground and everyone can like butt fuck it and they all get healed up. And but like engineer class is really cool because obviously there's vehicles in the game. That's like the main deal with multiplayer. Everyone goes nuts over the vehicles. And engineers can run around with little fucking welders and fix damaged vehicles. So if you got like a good team running around on a tank and it's getting shot at and getting fucked up, one of your guys can just jump out and put his little torch to it, and it heals it back up, and you're just like unstoppable. And every class has a role, and it's obviously named like support. It is sniping. You're supporting your offensive team because you're sitting back just sniping motherfuckers off. And the engineer obviously is to repair vehicles, so you always want to roll around like that. And offensive is just get up in people's faces and assault motherfuckers.
So I have another question. Sorry.
Go ahead. I want it.
For like, I played Battlefield 2 online, like on PC. What are the main differences? Like, why would I buy Battlefield 3? Is there anything like drastically different?
I'd love to tell you that if I actually played Battlefield 2. But it took, dude. I didn't,
well,
dude. When Battlefield 2 was the hot shit, or when it came out, there was games.
He was poor white trash.
No, I wasn't poor white trash. When I go to buy,
what was your story? Were there no VCRs around?
No, I played it. I had it. I had the
Oh yeah,
experience
you
too.
played it, didn't you?
Okay,
Oh.
well, why don't you tell me what's different from what I said from
Okay.
it? Like, is there different classes and the amount of
Well,
leveling to level items at or with?
back then, um, like I'm not exactly. I don't remember everything, but you would like unlock certain weapons,
Hmm.
and then there were. I think you could only use certain weapons for certain classes, but then in Battlefield 2 Bad Company, there were certain weapons you use for all of them and stuff like that. The biggest difference is you can't destroy buildings, and I
Yeah.
think you could.
Yeah.
Like it was horrible with camping. Like there'd be a hotel, you'd walk in there, and instantly two supports with light machine guns would just like knock you down in 2 seconds, and you couldn't do anything about it besides throw frags. That's
Yeah.
the biggest difference.
Yeah, it's awesome when you're rolling around in a tank and you see, a sniper sitting in a building, or even if you just think there's a guy in there, you just shoot your freaking cannon at the building and the whole building like blows apart. And they're just like, "Oh my god!" They don't know what to do.
Meanwhile,
There you go.
If
subliminally,
you're gonna come to North America, learn English.
we are teaching everyone how to smoke subliminally. So I
Oh,
appreciate
yes.
that, AOD.
Anytime.
Keep
I
going.
mean, let me just
Keep going.
pack these little.
Pack them cigarettes.
Mhm.
Oh man, I need to hit a bong. All right, let's go. Keep going.
Go ahead. So, Racker, main difference you think is just the fact that you can blow up buildings?
It's.
I mean-
there's several differences, but that's the biggest one.
Well, I noticed that you could blow up buildings in 2.
Yes, you could. And Battlefield 2 Bad Company,
What
or
about the
Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Oh,
what about
okay.
what about the leveling though? I mean, because in Battlefield 3, okay, let's compare it to like talent trees. Like in WoW, you'd have 3 trees.
I noticed leveling, but I noticed leveling in the classes, but I
Wait,
didn't.
Haws, what are
notice
you talking about? Are you talking about Bad Company 2?
Bad Company.
Oh, well, this is a whole different game now.
Is it? Well,
Yes.
We're talking about Bad Company.
Oh wow, I'm talking about way back in the day.
Well, I'm not talking about way back. I used to play Battlefield 1942.
Get on my level,
okay?
bro.
I
Get
can
on my
maybe
level.
think of that. Huh? How about that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, my
well,
love. Good
well,
game.
well tell me this: in this old school Battlefield you guys are talking about, were you able to like drive around and fly around and shit?
You could on certain maps.
Not in Bad Company that I remember. No.
In Bad Company, you can like fly around. I think on certain maps if they're, but I think the size.
On
has to be big.
multiplayer, or are we talking single player?
I'm talking
Multiplayer.
multiplayer.
Multiplayer, I don't remember. At least me and Beams never did it.
Hmm.
I think you can.
You think you can?
Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure.
Well,
But in Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3 is like basically the sequel to it,
mhm.
and then Battlefield Bad Company is like a branch off. In Battlefield 2, on some maps you could, but other maps you didn't even have land vehicles.
It's a good thing this is my game. Racker knows more about the previous version.
Oh man! So anything that you want to fucking talk about then, AOD? You want to talk
No.
about your game maybe?
Well, no, I mean, I wanted to compare leveling because I mean, in Battlefield 3 multiplayer with your leveling, all right.
Well, like I said, I didn't notice that much of a it was there, but it wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't make guns, and yeah, it increased your
Wait,
stats a little
No,
bit.
that's wrong. You're wrong.
Really?
You
Really?
could.
Bad Company.
Yes.
Sure.
Each class you played, you would
We
get
got
points
new
for
guns.
it. Yes, and those new guns were most likely better than the crappy ones you had previous. You couldn't pick what you got, but as you got leveled up,
Yeah,
you
it
get
was
guns,
random.
something,
I'd always
something.
find a new fucking sniper, and I'm meanwhile an
Yeah,
assault, and I'm
well,
just like,
that's
what the fuck is
obvious,
that?
bro. Every game every shooter that has games in multiplayer, the more as you level up your character, you obviously get new weapons, but you don't just get weapons. I mean, I'm talking vehicles here. Like if you get 10 kills in a tank, you level your tank skill, and you get IR smoke. Or if you're flying a jet and you level,
Yeah, they have that.
You level your jet.
They have
you
something
get
like that,
you get
but
flares.
not
at the
as
next level.
complex.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many levels for each vehicle. I mean, they don't just level you as here's a gun and you fucking shoot people. You level up, you get a new gun. I mean, the accessories, that's also like other games. Most other games kind of have a currency where you have to buy the upgrades for your weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have to fucking kill people. You have to do something. You can't just AFK in a game.
Isn't that only in Call of Duty games?
What currency?
Yeah, or isn't it mostly in Call of Duty games? Because it's never been
Dude,
Battlefield.
you can go. Well, I didn't say Battlefield. That's why I just said other games. Yeah, well, we can go as far back as to fucking Counter Strike, but you have to buy your shit in Counter Strike too. It doesn't save every game, but you still have to buy it. That's it. Yeah, no comeback. Yeah, that's what I thought. You little.
I
prick.
didn't. I didn't realize you were arguing. I thought I asked a question and you answered it.
Yeah, in a fucking attitude way.
Well, what else?
These little-
What else do you think? What else do you think about the game?
What do I think? I think it's awesome. It's involved, but compared to I've been playing a little bit of Modern Warfare 3, and I'll jump to single player because I haven't got to experience multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3 yet, for unidentified reasons. But
I want to hear the reasons.
no, you don't.
I haven't heard these reasons.
Don't worry about Haws.
Battlefield 3 single player, it's cool.
Hold
I
on.
mean,
Are we talking about Battlefield or Modern Warfare?
did you not just hear me? I said Battlefield 3 single player.
I'm just making sure because we were talking about Modern Warfare and then you bounced back. I wasn't sure if you made a mistake. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
This is how.
He's
This
making
is
a
Stop.
comparison. Jesus.
Okay, go.
Me
If
and
you-
David D are on the same page.
if your brain was as big as my muscle, you'd actually have some fucking thought process.
Fucking Vin Diesel.
But all right, BF3 single player. You're rolling around with the crew most of the time. It seems like you do get some solo operations there where you get to just do your own thing and kill people. But so far with Modern Warfare 3, you have a team, but you're definitely not obligated to stick with them. You can definitely jump ahead of them and move on. As to where, like in Battlefield, if you run too far ahead of your guys, it'll be like enter the combat zone and it'll count down from 10. And if you don't run back, you just die and you fail the mission. But Modern Warfare, it seems it's so much more involved. Like you're involved in, there's so much shit going on around you, but you're a part of it all. In Battlefield, there's a lot of things going on, but a lot of things that you can't even mess with. You know, like let's just say like pedestrians walking around in the road, you can't even shoot them. But in Modern Warfare, you can shoot anything that moves and it's gonna die. You know what I mean? And that's really important when it comes to a single player game because you want to have options to do this or to do that. And Battlefield isn't an option. It seems like a set path. It's like you do this or you don't play at all. And Modern Warfare, you can definitely alter the way you get through the game. But that's all I have to say as far as Modern Warfare 3 right now because as it is, I'm only working on my first video. And since I have to spend my time with you guys, I don't really get to play as much as I'd like. I'm kind of getting the itch right now.
You're just playing.
I wasn't playing before. I was going to play before. But I decided to clean up my room because I'm a good boy.
I have to clean my car.
That was a wonderful cigarette.
How big is your trailer?
How big is my
What,
car?
for modern, for which?
No, AODs. How big is your trailer? Like, how many rooms?
Fuck off, bro.
Oh, I
These are
see.
rude, right?
Oh, white trash.
I
I
got-
get it. Oh,
Hey,
man.
you know what? I'm starting
Hey, Odie, how's your
to
car?
get a little upset now. My truck is very good. All
What
right,
about
let's
your
not
car?
talk about my
I-
car.
Okay.
You need to upgrade to something bigger.
We'll save that
In
for
case you
another
stop by a
time
truck.
because you know.
Don't get me all
guarantees-
emotional. All right, I
Uh,
will say some hurtful
all right.
things.
So, what else do you have to say about the game? Like, any ending, fucking comments about it?
Nah, but more to come, bro. What I've said is all I know at this point. I need to get through it, and we'll see. We'll see what else is to come.
I have a question.
Go ahead, retard.
Retard
Do
is
you-
not the correct term here. Please.
Okay,
just-
retard.
Thank you. Retard, go.
Okay. Anyways, as I was saying before you guys start acting childish, do you feel like it's necessary in a multiplayer game, like a multiplayer match in Battlefield 3? Do you feel like it's necessary that everyone has to work together and spread out the classes, or do you feel like if people are good enough, everyone can just go sniper and get headshots all day and then win? Kind of like in Call of Duty.
It depends on the map. I mean, in like a rush map or to make it easier, just like a capture the flag kind of deal, which would be kind of capture the objective. You don't need insane amounts of teamwork. Like if you're rolling around with one other guy, as long as their whole team isn't butt humping one place or one objective you have to capture, you can definitely get it on your own. Like if you're running around by yourself, you can definitely cap places because their team is not spread out like it should be. You can easily tell where there's people at to get somewhere, and you can definitely get some points. You're not going to get too many kills because if you're running around by yourself at an active place of the other team, you're most likely going to get killed, especially if they have a tank. I mean, because people do talk in the game to an extent. You'll see chat every once in a while saying, there's a couple guys over here, but I've had no problem running around capping bases and objectives by myself for the most part, at least. 90% of my gameplay, I'm by myself, and I do pretty good, at least I'd like to say. But it is important. Is it needed? No, but if you do use
you can't. For example, you can't go like an entire game without medics, or can you?
Yeah, you can. I mean, because they don't make it so you need a medic. Like if you get shot down to 20% health,
personally, I think that's retarded because out in real life, you can't fight a war without medics.
In real life. Let's not even talk about real life because it's a goddamn game. We're just talking about.
Meanwhile, we were just talking about WoW. Sargeras.
We're just talking about WoW. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, let's relate this to real life.
Yeah, but what Racker was saying, I mean, stacking classes. They make classes versatile enough to where you can stack a certain class. You'll definitely be at a disadvantage. Like if everyone was to stack an assault class where you can't repair, your vehicles, that's going to hurt a little bit because in the beginning of each match, vehicles kind of make or break it because, once you get that lead on whatever you're doing, you can kind of hold it off for the rest of the game, and the vehicles help with that a lot. Because just imagine in the game if you're running around by yourself trying to get to an objective, and you see a tank rolling down the road, you're gonna run. You're not gonna, you can't kill it by yourself unless you're good with your RPG. But chances are you're gonna run from it. But if everyone stacks one class, it works depending on the map. Especially sizes of the map, because these maps tend to be really big, especially with a lot of them have the aircraft, so you want different classes for the most part, and from what I've seen, people are pretty good with it. It's not like WoW where everyone wants to be a DPS. Everyone's a DPS in Battlefield with just different abilities. Cricket.
Yeah, so
I'm listening.
Yeah, no. So what, I basically got from is it's
you do what you want.
Mix between FPS MMO. You don't need to have a set comp in games to win. Exactly. But would it drastically change it? Say if one team had a good composition and then the other team.
Well, hold on, no. I have something to add on to Haas's thing. Say me, you, and Haws were all playing a game, and I was a medic because that's what I do. You were like, I don't know, a support or something, and you had a sniper or something like that, and then Haws had an LMG, and we were just running around. Could we feasibly work together and carry our entire team? Absolutely.
There's the option in this game to work with others and to not. It works both ways, but if you choose to work with others, it's obvious you're going to have an advantage on it. And just the three of us, we wouldn't even have to be different classes if we were all the same class, because it's not like you pick a class that has medic abilities. It's not like you still can't shoot people,
So basically,
yes, I know.
We should all get Battlefield and just destroy everybody else.
Absolutely.
And stomp kids.
All right. So what else? Anything else?
No, I'm done. I want to hear Racker because I'm starting to run out of time here.
All right. So we'll switch over to Racker. Racker, go ahead.
Well, I guess I'll talk about League of Legends since I basically have been owning that up for the past while. So you guys got any questions
owning
about
up.
that?
League of Legends.
Owning up. Okay, hold on. One sec.
Stealing VCRs is not the correct definition.
Hold on. No. Match history. 10-0, 7-1, 9-1, 12-1, 10-2. That's owning it up.
See, what everyone doesn't know that's actually listening in is that he's skipping over the 20 and the hundreds of games that he went 0-12. So
Yes, and the ones I listed are also live games.
Keep going. What's up?
Well, I asked if you guys had any questions.
Okay. All right. In LOL. All right. I've played it, and as you know, I completely suck at it. I don't.
Are we
know.
really gonna say that you played it?
I gave it
For
a
a
shot.
Not even. I think you played it for one game, right?
I played a couple games of Rec. I tried for a couple days. I couldn't grasp it. The only game that I could remotely play like that is WoW, and they're not even close to each other. But I can't even answer this question, and considering I played the game, it's pretty sad. But explain the different kind of classes you can play in that game.
Class? Oh, well.
One sec. You guys.
Is
What?
Is
What
he?
happened?
I think he's disconnecting. So I will go ahead and explain the classes. Basically, there are 4 classes, right? We're gonna look at tank, jungle, support, and like DPS carry. Between those, there's subclasses, right? Caster, melee, that whole junk. So there's that, which is cool. It's just the different aspects. So you can play like a caster jungle, for example, that I know Racker plays. Actually, he plays Fiddlesticks, if anyone actually plays that. And then, Racker puts out some nice videos for that. DPS carries, for example, like melee DPS would be something like Wukong, Jarvan, played right, of course, Garen. It's going to be kind of like that, where the melee DPS are the carries and whatnot. There we go. Thank God.
I did DC. I got a phone call.
Can you not pick it up?
Way to set your priorities there, buddy.
No, it was. I had to.
It was his drug
dealer. Mom.
It's okay.
It was my mom. Wow.
Racker's
You
15.
sound cool. All right, go ahead, Racker. I was just explaining the classes. You can take it from here.
Okay. Where were we? What, AOD asked a question, maybe?
What classes are in LoL, and I explained the different
classes.
The importance of them.
Okay, well, I'll explain it because Haws probably did wrong. There aren't classes, there's roles.
Okay, roles.
And a champion can fill several different roles. There's solo top, there's 3 different lanes in the game. Solo top...
Hold on. You're jumping into the fucking game lingo that I don't understand. But I do understand what lanes is, but I didn't until you told me. So What the fuck is a lane?
There's 3 different roads in the game. You have a nexus, and then you have towers. You have several layers of towers. And there are minions that spawn and go through 3 different lanes. Now, where they aren't lanes, they call it the jungle, or like there's a river you can run through. There's Baron and Dragon. Baron gives you a buff and gold, and Dragon just gives you a gold.
Okay.
Is that good? Okay.
Yeah.
The top lane is called solo top, and usually you want to have a tanky DPS like Garen, Wukong, Nasus, something like that just kind of sits up there for a long time and gets a whole bunch of farm. In your mid, you usually have an AP, most likely. Like Scion is flavor of the month right now, and he's ridiculously strong. You can have Orianna, Kassadin, whoever you want, but usually it's AP. And then bottom is a ranged AD and a support. So Corki, Ashe, Caitlyn for the range AD, and then Sona, Theric, Alistar for the support. A lot of different champions can fill support roles, but some fill better than others. So those are like the roles. And the jungler.
Is there like a set like DPS tank healer type deal, or can everyone kind of share that ability?
Kind of. Usually supports can heal, but there is a champion called Nidalee, and there's like several champions that can also heal and do other things, and Nidalee can like throw her spear at you and heal you, but you don't always have like a dedicated healer or a tank. Usually this isn't
so it's like what I was saying about Battlefield. Like you can roll a guy that heals people, but he can also still
because I've never seen a goddamn DPS Rammus.
Well, actually, there is. You go AP Rammus, and then you just roll everyone's face.
This makes me relatively happy.
I'm gonna have to believe Racker, considering he lives on this game.
Yes.
Yeah. I kind of stopped after a few months.
Okay, so essentially every class does damage. Only some of them can heal.
Okay.
Roll.
You know how every class...
Roll.
Okay, just to explain to everyone. Every class has 4 abilities and 2 summoners. Summoners, every single champion can get. There are several different ones that do different things. Your 4 abilities are your Q, W, E, and R. Your R is always going to be your ultimate. Some champions will have disables like a silence, a snare, a stun, a root, something. Some will do lots of damage. Some will apply debuffs. And then some can heal. Like Sona is a great healer. Theric's a great healer. Alistar is decent. He's not that great. Like Nidalee, as I said. And Fiddlesticks, which is my favorite jungler and champion, he's kind of like a warlock in WoW, where he can drain and heal himself.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, well, what about does every game you play have like the same objective?
Yes, it's the exact same. It's win is the objective.
Yeah. Well, is there different ways to win? Do you have to do something different for a
get the Nexus or make them surrender? Is the only 2 ways.
So what about Dominion?
Dominion. That is Summoner's Rift. Dominion is like a Wrathy Basin in WoW for AOD. And I guess Haws, since you haven't played it. There's 5 different points, and your spawn is equal. One's left and one's right. There are 2 buffs in the middle. You do a whole bunch of damage and get this huge shield. The only point that should be hard to contest is the one that's very top. It's kind of like set out like a star. So usually you'll cap the 2 on your side, and then try and get the top one. And usually you'll have 4 go bottom, and then 4 go top, and someone cap mid on the way. So you just have to cap the points, and then whoever depletes the enemy Nexus. So in a way, all you have to do is destroy the Nexus in any LoL game, and you win.
So essentially, if you know what you have to kill, you're going to do all right.
I guess, in a way, yes.
All right. Because, when I played with you, I didn't know what the fuck to do. If anything, you were yelling at me the whole time.
It was horrible.
Yeah. We'll have to showcase that at one point.
Yes, we will.
Definitely. So, I played for a good long time. I played Jarvan, Mordekaiser, Wukong for a little bit. Since I played, because I know I played before the patch, what has changed recently?
Besides the fact that there's a new... almost all the summoner spells got changed around. A lot of your masteries that would reduce the cooldown on your summoners, they aren't there anymore, and they completely changed all the masteries. And they also added new champions and stuff that aren't very balanced. But in each different tree, in the offensive, defensive, utility, the very top tier, there is one mastery where you can put 1 point, and it'll have several different summoners. One of them, it will benefit your teleport, flash, clarity, and clairvoyance, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I just thought of something. As far as playing the game,
Yes.
You can level your... I don't know what to call it, but you can level...
Account?
Yeah, I guess it's the account. And every time you play the game, though, you'd essentially start off with the same shit as another guy that just started playing the game.
Okay. Yeah, you can level your account, and then you can get up to 30, and then when you start the game, you start at level 1 and can work your way up to level 18.
Okay, so everyone starts at the same regardless of the level of your account.
Kind of. The level of your account gives you extra masteries and runes, so you'll be stronger. But when you start a new game, you all will have the exact same gold and the exact same items available.
All right, I got you. That was one thing I didn't understand when I played that game.
Oh, wow.
Well, because, dude, I was just so set into WoW, you know what I mean? I just tried to compare everything to WoW, and it didn't work out too well.
No.
That's what I thought when I first played. I thought it was an actual MMO.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't judge me, all right?
Any more questions?
Yeah. Is it fun?
Well, I find it fun since I enjoy crushing kids.
How are the graphics?
Let's not talk about that.
Well, the graphics, they just updated all their summoner spells with new graphics, so they're improving. Let's leave it at that.
Well, yeah. To be fair, they came out with some skin improvements on like Kale back when I played, at least.
Yes,
So,
they did.
I believe that they're still improving skins. Yeah.
Not really. It's not a big priority. Mostly they're just putting out new skins. But I think the only reason they did Kale's because they completely redesigned her, anyways.
Because she was shit.
She was different.
Different. I've heard that before. I kind of have a question for both of you.
Okay.
It's not game specific, but how important is graphics in a game to you?
That is game specific.
No,
not
in any game.
WoW
how
specific.
important
or LOL specific?
How important are graphics in a game to you? Like, let's say there was a game like LOL, but if it had better graphics, would you buy it would you play it instead of your current addiction? No.
No. The reason why I wouldn't play it, the only reason, like, for example, Han is a lot better than LOL in terms of graphics, maybe even gameplay. I don't know. I've never actually played it, but I know it looks a lot better than LOL. And I would not switch over. Not because LOL is free to play, because obviously, yes. But LOL is where I went first. So I just wouldn't want to switch over to a better graphics game coming out is not going to, like, pull me away from the game that I'm currently playing.
Mm-hmm.
Although that's amazing. But if it was something like Battlefield versus LOL, I'd go over to Battlefield purely because it's a different type of game. But I wouldn't switch from one Dota game to another Dota game purely because of the graphics. That's my own opinion, though.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree, but no, I'm lying. I don't know.
I 100% agree. Graphics don't influence me as much as gameplay and mechanics.
Oh, it influences me on, like, selling me onto a game, but it just won't transfer me from a game.
Yeah,
That's where I'm different. Well, maybe the transfer part, yeah. But if I were to not play either of these games at all and look and said, they're both the same category, but this one looks better, I'm going to buy this one. But that's why I play the games that I play now. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what you guys thought in the WoW days, but WoW was the only game I played that didn't have, like, badass graphics at the time of its release. Like, now just with Battlefield and stuff, that's really one of the best looking games out right now, and that's what I'm all about. And I'm just looking forward to games that look even better. As soon as a new game that comes out that looks better, I'm going to stop playing whatever I'm playing at that time, even if I didn't finish it.
You shallow bitch.
Yeah, you know what? That is the perfect fucking word for it. I am shadow. I'm
shadow.
I'm shallow when it comes to games. The better it looks, the more I want it.
So you're not really white?
I'm pretty sure you're not only shallow when it comes to games.
Oh, absolutely. You are correct there.
He also seems to be shallow about the friends that he picks.
Yeah, I know. You guys are just barely, Racker more, but cutting the line of...
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a sexy beast.
I know. That's why I excluded you from that.
Well, I appreciate that.
Although this picture of Racker with the Mountain Dew can in his mouth does kind of get me going.
Have you seen the one where I'm looking the Oreo?
Yes. That's pretty...
Oh, Jesus. No, Jesus. Can you please, like, after the podcast, send me that picture, and I will literally have that as the entire podcast, so you can see
nice.
You licking the Oreo. Perfect. Awesome. Sounds good. Yeah. So, anything to add on LOL?
Not really. I think it's a really good game. It's free, so you should all at least try it. At the very least.
Sweet.
Well, what kind of person do you think? As far as types of games they play, do you think that you would recommend that game for them? Because, like me, you wouldn't recommend that game to me if we weren't as close as we were. Because I play fucking FPS games, and I'd laugh, if I didn't know you.
I would say I'm not exactly sure because it's kind of a game of its own.
Really?
Maybe people who like MMOs, but
okay,
it's. Yeah.
That's good enough. That's understandable.
I'd probably say it's like a like Dota is on its own like tower defense
Yeah.
is its own category now, and it's kind of leaning towards that, which is going to be great for a segue into the next all right. Segue into the next part is Diablo 3. At least for me, I'm going to start talking about it since I went first anyway. I'm going to go first again. Diablo 3. Jesus Christ. But Diablo 3 is going to have a Dota aspect to it. That's what I heard. So that's a small part. I don't care anymore about the...
I thought WoW was too.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Dirty little Oreo.
Anyway, so basically, Diablo 3, by far the best game coming out. I don't care what the fuck you guys say. This game I've been waiting for easily 10 years, 12 years. I cannot wait for this game. First off, I'm going to start off by saying it's almost exactly like the standard playstyle is still incorporated in this game as the other Diablos. If you've ever played them, that's still there, but it's to a whole new level. They've added so much to it and integrated it all into making its own game. Like it's so different from Diablo 2. Of course it is, because Diablo 2 was made 12 years ago. So it's just so much better. Like with the talent systems, there's apparently like trillions of different specs that you can go. The items are going to be so much better because there's so many more items, and it's all random. Like you can't get, saying wow, if you kill a boss, you can't get like, fucking a shithead's death cap of the whale. You can't get that death cap, with the exact same stats. You have to get shithead's death cap of, some random fucking word. And then it has random stats on it, so you never get the certain one that you need. Like it's so hard to get that certain item, which makes it so you have to like trade and buy and keep farming. It's really amazing.
I like that. Do you think someone like me would be interested in that game?
You liked WoW. I personally think somebody coming from WoW would love this game. I really, really do. The thing about Diablo 2 is what happened is I played a lot. So what I play is I play 2 to 3 months at a time, and then I get bored. Then I play again. Then I get bored. Then I play again, and then I get bored. That cycle has repeated itself all the way to date. I still play this game. This game that is 12 years old, I still play. Like it's a great game. And Diablo 3, they're incorporating the lore in it. There's actual like a good dungeon set up to it. The maps are, getting changed in terms of like randomization, where it's not randomizing the shape of the map, but it's randomizing what's inside the map. So basically, when you go inside one map, if you make a server, you go inside and the center of the map is this dungeon. The next time you make a server and go into the same map, then it's not a dungeon at all. It's a cathedral or whatever, for example.
Cool, I like that.
And then another time there's absolutely nothing there. So it's random in terms of like the map generation.
In a way, it's comparable to Minecraft.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy. No, he didn't.
No. Yes and no. But no. But, on top of everything, there's everything that we're looking at. I'm thinking like this is going to be the most, like the biggest selling point for people is the auction house. Have you guys heard anything about the auction house?
Isn't it like real dough or something?
It's
real money. The real money auction house. This can be good and bad. But we've seen Diablo 2, right? And it's basically been engulfed with the fucking Asian farmers. I'm sorry for the Asian viewers, but you people suck. You ruin games. You destroyed WoW.
That's going to happen in any game with currency in it that's tradable.
Because of the Asians.
Yeah, I mean, like with WoW,
I just want to make sure that the Asians know that they kill games.
Yeah, I mean they kill games, but at the same time they help games. So I'll tell you right now, if I didn't buy that 300 gold from that Asian company to get my first mount on my warlock back,
You probably wouldn't have met us.
I
This
probably
wouldn't be
would.
here today.
I probably would have stopped playing.
I think that buying gold is ridiculous and it should never be done.
Yeah, even for a mount. It's like buying a
Even
car.
for a mount.
It's like getting a
It's
loan.
like buying a car.
Nope, I strongly disagree.
All right, I agree with the real world auction house. The only reason I agree with the real world auction house is because they're looking to focus it not so much as a game that people have to go hardcore to play, right? They're more focusing it as a game that everyone can just play and enjoy, and they want it to be really social, so everyone has to talk and trade and use the auction house and whatnot. And to get that, some people just don't have enough time to play enough to farm out so much gold. So instead, they drop $5, and the person who gets that $5 is a hardcore player. They actually want that $5. They enjoy that because they have no life. They're fucking hardcore player at Diablo. Obviously, they have no life. So they obviously need that $5 to fucking eat.
I'm looking at a $5 bill right now. It's getting me going.
You know,
I don't even have $5. I have a couple pennies and a nickel.
Well, there's good reasons for that, but let's not get into that.
very good reasons. You know,
Because I bought a donut on Sunday.
I'm gonna probably guess it's the skin color, but
You probably
Yes.
spent it all on Kool-Aid and grape juice. I'm sorry.
oh man,
We shouldn't do that. That's mean.
I am drinking some purple drink right now.
Well, you know what? It's not offensive because we have a black kid in here, we have a white kid in here, and we have and I don't know what the proper word is. You're Arab.
Arab.
In Arabic.
I was gonna say the
So
other.
we just.
I was gonna
Is
say
there another word for Arab?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't know.
Wait, Haws, I actually have a question for you.
What?
What is your stance on Moonshatter Gaming's response to your video saying that you don't know shit about anything?
Ooh.
I don't
you
know
did
shit
get
about
flamed pretty
anything.
bad on that.
Like that's fine. You know, I really don't mind if generally.
Wait, but before you answer this, he
What?
has no videos himself.
Okay.
Just to put
Well,
that there.
hold on. Generally, people don't fully get what's happening, mainly because they haven't either kept up in the lore or whatnot. Yeah, he maybe didn't catch BlizzCon. You know, that little event that happens down in Anaheim, California, every fucking year, where Chris Metzen himself, stood up and said the lore. Everything that I said was pretty much regurgitated from Chris Metzen's, mouth. We really are descendants from angels and demons having sex, and we really are more
Sweet.
powerful than Diablo's army or the demons of hell. We're more powerful than them. We just don't know it yet. That was actually his line, regurgitated from him. So, yeah, if you think I'm lying, the archives are still up until November 20th, so go check it out. If you bought the virtual ticket, you can still go buy the virtual ticket. So, go watch it and prove me wrong.
Or just go to YouTube.
Or just go to YouTube and get it for free. But yeah, so like I really don't care. Like hate is gonna hate. That's all I really have to say about that. But yeah, like what do you guys think? Do you guys have any questions about Diablo 3 coming out, or are you guys curious?
I don't
Not
know.
at this time.
Yeah, I don't know enough. From what I get from it, it's possibly a game that I like if I like games like.
I think if it was
WoW.
already out, I'd have more questions.
Yeah, because I honestly don't know a damn thing about that game other than what you've told me. So I mean, you pretty much got it down packed.
All right, so perfect. Yeah. So AOD, what are you excited for?
Honestly, it's a game I've never played before, but the Mass Effects games they look pretty dope. Not gonna lie, I was looking up a lot about it while Racker was talking his fucking head off. And it looks cool. I don't know a damn thing about it. I was just looking at screenshots, but again, that's the shit that turns me on. It's fucking graphics. The game looks good. I'll feel good knowing that all the money I put into my PC is being used.
Again, so just pointing this out there. All the women listening, the one woman with fucking giant
like that
glasses
chick.
right now that's listening, yes, I'm talking to you. Vin Diesel is shallow, and he's never going to get with you. So get over it.
But I'll take you. I'll take you.
Yeah, Racker likes nice.
Racker just jumped on that shit.
That's cool, bro. I get what I need from the bitches I want.
So do you have anything to elaborate, or just the Mass Effect
Yeah,
games?
I'm looking at my old WoW videos and I'm getting the itch.
Nice. So, Racker, what about you?
I'm not really looking forward to anything in particular besides Terra and Diablo 3 a little bit, but I've never really played Diablo, so I'm probably not as excited as you are.
No,
So we can
pretty
expect
excited.
games to see on our channel. What did you just say, Racker? What game?
Terra?
Terra? Can your computer handle that game?
Probably
I don't
not.
have a comment.
Okay,
It's okay,
so
Racker. Just
we'll
lift
we'll
one.
probably see that game. We'll definitely see Mass Effect 3 because
get your
I'm looking at
niggas.
that.
Get your niggas.
My dad will buy me a new computer, and then I will.
I'm
able
not
to
buying
get
you
it.
shit.
And we'll
For
see
Christmas.
Diablo, definitely. So that's 3 games that it seems to be pretty popular as far as people wanting to play.
Those
in
are
the future.
definitely, going to be on the channel for sure. Diablo, especially, like all the time. I'm probably not even gonna record and just live in my basement for the rest of my life. Grow fat.
By the way, I just added my GM Island video to our channel. I hope you don't mind.
No, that's great.
I favorited it. It's in our favorites. It's under uploads.
Awkward.
Yeah, I know.
So
Um,
I don't know. I think we should start talking about our closing, statements.
Here's my
and whatnot.
closing.
we should definitely wrap it up.
I'm fucking tired and I'm sick of you fucks. So I'm gonna go to bed.
And my mom's gonna
Cool.
be home soon.
I have work in the morning, you know.
I have fucking cat food in the car that I need to go grab.
Yeah, okay.
In my car. In my car, AOD.
I have a car too, buddy.
Yeah, you have a
My
car.
other one-
I'm pretty
yes,
sure your
okay.
car got hit by a fire
Okay.
truck.
Why are
I
we
got
making
hit by-
fun of AOD when I don't have a car? I'm just
Because you
wondering.
didn't get hit by a
Because-
fire truck.
You
Yeah,
know,
but he has a vehicle,
on that
so it's
note,
not funny.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
whatever.
you're
It is funny
technically
'cause I
a
missed that
nigger, so
fucking
you're
car.
trying to get out of the ghetto. In the ghetto.
Okay, I'm out, guys.
All right, bye, dude.
See you later. If
Yeah.
anyone actually made it to the end of this podcast, I'll give them $5. I email fbmowner@msn.com and
Don't
tell me
don't say
tell
that.
me
They'll
tell
actually
me
do it.
tell me you
They'll
listened
actually
to
do
this
it.
whole video. I will pay.
Why don't you give them
$5.
why don't you give them like a series of numbers to send you so they can prove
8675309.
And what if somebody emails you with that?
I'm gonna know who if it's one of you guys.
Well, no. What if it isn't one of us?
Then they're getting $5.
All right,
Okay, all right.
And then
you're getting $5.
Okay.
All right,
Who-
so
Nothing. I thought you said something else.
no. All right, so I think that's it. So,
That's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and fucking grab my cat food. Racker, anything you want to say?
no, not really anything.
Nobody cares about the nigger.
Just
All right.
MLK, what's up?
All right. Yeah, don't be offended by the racist jokes. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to pump these out bi-weekly, weekly, whatever we decide. We haven't talked about that.
And the next podcast we're gonna be talking about mythical characters since Christmas is coming up.
Ooh,
Oh, so we're gonna have a Christmas special.
all right.
So
Yeah, for
down with
Christmas.
Christmas special. And next podcast or during this podcast in the annotations, I haven't decided yet. We're gonna make a drinking game. It has to happen. Except
No
Racker
problem.
But I'm
can't
only
drink unless
19.
he can get
Racker's
his
not even
hands.
legal to drink.
I know, unless he can get his hands on some alcohol and illegally drink. I'm not endorsing that.
That sounds
But-
illegal.
Either way, we're gonna have a drinking game, and me and AOD, or at least, are going to partake in the drinking game
Indeed.
for the Christmas special.
I'm down. Sounds like a fucking
Awesome.
party.
Sounds
Well,
like a
we
great
should
time.
we should also do like a strip game, so we all have to like strip naked.
I'm not doing that.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
Oh man. Oh god. Okay. This has gone on long enough.
AOD signing out.
All right. Peace out. I'm gone.
Peace.
Later.
Bye. All right. Let me just fucking double check that it's fucking going. Looks like we're going, I think.
Good.